Welcome back. This is Nerdamation Ep.5. The building. I'm your boy Hook Snake.
I'm Mingo D.
And in the clouds is your boy the Hammer, but I am here to talk some anime and some cartoons.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere. Did you get him?
Everywhere, but I am nowhere.
Did you get him? All right. But anyway, sorry about the lag that's happening. Freaking internet and this freaking laptop. I'm working on getting, trying to get a camera for my desktop. Deal with this. Anyway, so I was I'm gonna tell you, I was reading this book the other day. It's about a immortal dog. It was impossible to put down.
Wait. Wait. So you were reading a book about what?
I was reading a great book about an immortal dog the other day. It was impossible to put it down.
Okay, bro. I'm not doing this tonight. I'm not.
No, for real though. Not for real though. I did, however, I heard about this this study the other day. Basically, that humans actually eat more bananas than monkeys. My bad. they eat more bananas than they do monkeys. It's true. I don't remember the last time I ate a monkey.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculously. You know what?
Never mind.
Anyway, all right.
That's so
Get into it. First up, talk about some comics, some real books. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? First up, Daredevil. So Daredevil number 26. Elektra has actually taken over as Daredevil. So basically what had happened, Daredevil is currently in prison. And basically he said he's trying to atone for what he believes is his failures. So while he is in prison, she has taken up the mantle to basically, because she feels like, you know, like that's just her way of helping out. Because she is kind of in the volumes, basically she's trying to be on his level as far as, you know, kind of like a Batman type of scenario where, you know, no killing type stuff. So, you know, she has this whole other thing of how to handle criminals, but because she is taking up his mantle, she is trying to respect his ideals of how to handle things. So it's one of those where she is actually fighting with being able to handle it. So it is a really cool volume. Again, it's Daredevil 26. Go check that out. Moving on.
I got one question. And it's a side note. It's not, you know, it is about Daredevil, but you know, it's interesting that he's in prison, you know, trying to atone for, you know, feel like he needs to atone for, you know, whatever it is he did. But you ever wonder, like, I don't want to say off the beaten path characters, or characters that aren't as prevalent right now in the Marvel universe, you ever wonder what he was doing during the snap? Like, did he make it? Did he not make it?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah, I do wonder, like, because we only see a certain amount of people, especially in the Marvel cinematic universe. Um, we don't even know if he's in the cinematic universe,
This is true.
just like the
This
X-Men.
is true.
So I don't know.
Well,
Hopefully,
in theory, in theory they are because they were brought up in like the first Iron Man. We just never saw them except for like Wanda's and Quicksilver, but they technically were in there. So
well,
it's like it begs the question like how many of them were snapped away and how many of them are
true.
still.
I mean, they can always do that too. They can always put that in, like if they do make an there another Daredevil movie or something, or Elektra movie or something. They could always kind of throw that in, just like how they're doing in WandaVision. Like when they
Yeah,
did, like episode 4 had a flashback, uh,
yeah.
and basically you just see people materializing and stuff, and you just automatically know, oh, they're returning from the snap. So they can always do something like that. So,
Okay, sorry. I was just curious.
oh, you're fine. This is what we do. Talk. Um, all right, Star Wars coming out with their comics. So Star Wars, it's called the High Republic Adventure #1. So basically, in this universe, High Republic is remembered to be the greatest strides in space exploring, with the Jedi, order being at its highest of its power. Like basically back in the heyday when. So basically, it's a volumes with basically the talking about um, young Jedi Padawans, and Yoda is actually the one overseeing them, and they're taking them out. And basically, there's this. What happens? They find themselves at this cataclysm kind of ordeal going on, and they just happen to be next to this planet where like just like all these like a meteor, like it's being just hurled through space, like different places, but where they happen to be, it looks like it's looked like it was about to like coming out of some kind of portal. Look like, at least from the screenshot, which I'll show here. Um, and it looks like it's about to destroy that planet, and Yoda is actually stopping those while he sends the Padawans down to the planet, and basically they've come to find out while they on that planet is there's this group of people that live on that planet. Trying to pronounce the name of the people that live there. Uh, it's called the place is called Trimont 5. They don't really say the name of the people. They're populated by religious order that believes that the force should not be used. Like that the force should be respected and avoided. uh, so they believe anybody, Jedi, Sith, all of it, like they don't they don't want anything to do with anybody that uses the force, because they feel like they're um, disrespecting the force. So it's an interesting situation they find themselves in, but also they're not the only ones there. There's another group of individuals that came for their own agenda. So then they find themselves in this big squabble. So it's actually pretty dope, from what I was reading so far. Um, Go check it out. It's called, again, Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures. Moving on, Wonder Woman has ascended. So basically, what I mean by that is just like how Hercules had, basically whenever in order to get up to where the gods were, he had to complete certain tasks and stuff like that. He turned it down, but that ascension, pretty much, Wonder Woman actually does have the same ascension ability type eventually. So basically, this is what this story is. It takes place after Dark Knight's death metal comics, and this comic is called Infinite Frontier. And in this comic, she actually, in the ascension process, actually comes through accompanied by the Spectre. So, but before she takes the ascension, she says she wants to kind of understand why and what's going on and stuff like that. So it's like she's going on this journey with the Spectre, and it's supposed to be going through the universe and to gain a greater cosmic awareness of what. And apparently, like from the screenshot, what like you'll see here, she looks dope. Like her costume is all white. She has all this green energy. Looks like she can use magic now and stuff like that. Her headband is white. Like she has like these like wing type things on her. It looks crazy. Like she looks dope. So that's actually a pretty good comic to look at. I don't think it's out yet, but that's gonna be dope. I actually want to read that. Oh, it's launching in March. That's what it is. Okay. Moving on, cartoons. I did not see anything interesting that caught my eye. I didn't. There was some things that happened, cartoons, but there's nothing that I found interesting, sadly. If y'all have anything, more than welcome to share, but I didn't really find anything kind of nerdy about it. No, once, twice, go. Cool. All right. Moving on. Manga. So Jujutsu Kaisen recently, they had a sudden break that people were unaware of that it was going to have a break. But we recently found out that basically they had a break because one of the writers actually had an illness. And so everybody looked like they have it taken care of, and they did say that it will be resuming in number 11. So they had a break in number 10, so number 11 you will be able to return. Moving on, Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, we are actually going to be getting some more manga since it's been kind of dead in the manga for Demon Slayer, but it's not the same manga that we want. This one it's going to be it's a fan book, and it's just basically going to contain like 4 or 5 one shots, basically one shots of different characters and basically what they're doing now, what they did, so on and so forth. So they do, however, seem like they are going to be interesting one shots. So it's something to look out for. The one thing I do want is this next game. Demon Slayer is coming out with a video game this year. It's actually going to be on all consoles, and it's by CyberConnect, which is the people that made Naruto, Ninja Storm. And if you play those games are dope. The graphics are amazing, and just thinking about those graphics mixed with what Demon Slayer is known for, that's gonna be awesome. So can't wait to see that. And last, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just sitting there thinking that is pretty dope to do. Go ahead and make a game.
Yeah, like
that'd be something different.
I'm curious on how like it's gonna play out. Like it's gonna be like you're gonna be a sword. You're gonna be able to be the Demon Slayer. You're gonna be able to play with the demons. Like I don't know. This is gonna be.
And we have co-op.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, is it just fighting? Like, well, if it's Ninja Storm, it's strictly a fighting game. It's not going to be like a role playing RPG. which that would be
True.
dope too. Like, which if they're doing this, it's just a matter of time before somebody picks that up. So, like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot,
Mm. Mm.
Demon Slayer, that'd be dope. You run around fighting. Yeah, I can see it.
That would be an interesting game. Would be. Would definitely be. Have to keep a lookout for that.
And lastly, want to end it off with the anime. Um, basically, two things about Black Clover. And you Black Clover fans, good news that the episodes are going to be coming back to Toonami pretty soon. There, we start showing it back on Toonami. Which, for it to be coming back to Toonami is a big thing because sometimes they stop airing shows on Toonami and they never re-air those on Toonami, which isn't always a bad thing since One Piece stopped airing and they never made it back.
Listen. Here's the thing with TV. There are things like I quit watching Toonami for a while because there were some really good shows that didn't come back, and it was kind of like I feel like Toonami kind of got off track of what it used to be.
They did. Toonami is nowhere near what it used to be.
Yeah, Toonami used to be dope. Like I used to make sure I did not miss Toonami at all. You had Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z,
Ronin Kenshin.
Yeah, I mean, they even showed in the beginning when they were showing like Samurai Jack, I was still okay with it. Samurai Jack was good. Yes, Cowboy Bebop. There was one of the Gundams on there.
Gundam?
There was
they actually
Bleach
brought back Cowboy Bebop a couple times. So
yeah,
there's that.
Yeah, because they bring back good stuff.
Yeah, I mean Bleach made it back for a little. Bleach was on there. I don't know if they ever made it back.
See, me and Toonami we here, we know. Anyway.
Well, see, there's a Tumblr page. Toonami has a Tumblr page where they do most of their their advertising, and you could talk to them or whatnot. And a lot of fans ask them questions about, so what's the big deal? Like, are you guys on anime? Are you not anime? Are you gonna bring stuff back? And they pretty much told them that they never ever said that they were anime. They just put on great shows or shows that they think is great, or after a while, if people bug them enough, they might put on the show, but then they might not. So they just said they just put on shows that they just want to put on. So that's why every now and then you might find anime, then you might find like something that's like one of them comic type anime type shows, or something like Afro Samurai or other things like that. They'll just put stuff on there that they want. So that's the thing. So I don't know.
Afro Samurai 100% was okay to have a slide on Toonami, in my opinion, because it was good.
The point is, they know greatness when they see it, and they obviously know One Piece ain't it. Anyway, the other thing about Black, I'm completely kidding. If you like One Piece, that's your own thing. So anyway, Black Clover, the second part is kind of the bad news. The anime is actually ending. They are deciding to end the anime on episode 170. The manga is way further along. So they have a lot of stories still left to say. So basically what's going on here is kind of like Bleach. Bleach ended and with still a lot more story to tell. Hopefully it doesn't end up just like Bleach, because now we're just now getting that back after forever that they were gone, So like I can't remember how long they were off. Just like Dragon Ball Z like ended, and then next thing you know we got Super out of nowhere. So hopefully they don't take as long for Black Clover. There were some hints that basically one of the voice actors are saying that there's a special announcement that they're going to make, and a lot of people are speculating that maybe it's a movie. So maybe that when they ended at 170, maybe the movie will have the remaining of the show like crammed into a movie.
You
Nobody really
know,
knows. They just kind of said that I might, like that there's a special announcement that's going to be made. So we'll just have to wait and see what that is.
well, and sometimes like when things end, like we get upset when things end. And sometimes it's for the better anyway. There may be a thing where it's like, even though there's a lot of manga left, it may be the right time to just stop the show because maybe there's some internal stuff that's going on we don't know about. Maybe somebody got to take a break. Maybe somebody, maybe you had Corona and stuff for a while, so maybe there's money issues within the studio that does it. I mean, who knows? Sometimes it's just it is the opportune time, it's the right time to kind of just stop. And then, like you said, they may come out with a movie, or they may change their mind, be like, all right, we're gonna bring the anime back because we've told all this manga, and this is where the anime stops, so we're gonna start the manga. We're gonna
Yeah.
start the anime here to try to tell the rest of the manga. I mean, it just depends. I mean, it sucks,
And
but
we'll
there
find
could
out.
be there's a method to the madness.
Yeah, we'll find out more about why they decided later. And I'll let y'all know once I find out the reasoning behind the 170. Finally, the last two things I wanted to say is basically two honorable mentions of animes y'all should watch. First up, uh, I recently was able to get to it. It's been on my watch list forever, and it's called Rise of the Shield Hero. It is freaking amazing. I finished the first season. I think I finished it last weekend in a weekend because I binge watched it. But I just couldn't stop watching it. Like it was hilarious. Um, the concept of it, I put it. If you like Sword Art Online, you will love Rise of the Shield Hero. It's kind of the same concept as far as a video game type uh, scenario. Not the same as trapped in there in the world and you have to beat it, or if you die in real life or in the game, you die in real life. It's not that, but the fact that it's a person like us, like in the real world, transported into another world, which happens to have game. Um, the character um, they have gaming abilities or whatever, like their stats, the XP, everything works like a game. So even their field of vision shows like a screen, like health bars and stuff like that, join parties and stuff like that. So it's really good, and they did announce that season 2 and season 3 are confirmed. So I can't wait for them to actually show that to where I can get it back into it. So Rise of the Shield Hero, go watch it. The last one, which I'm watching right now, pause, but it's called it's a hidden dungeon only I can enter. It's freaking hilarious. Like I have not stopped laughing since I've been watching. I'm on episode 4, and it's just freaking hilarious. Like, is definitely a good watch. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I might have one more episode so far. So there's only like 5 episodes, I think, total. It might be because it's still a new anime. They might still be working on it. So I'm not too sure. I ran across it while I was looking for another show to watch, and I'm like, we'll try it. I did try. I was started to watch the time I got recreated as a slime. I got bored. I started falling asleep. So maybe it's just because I was tired. I don't know. I might try to give it another shot, but I don't. But these two definitely y'all should go watch. Like they're freaking hilarious. this one, it's not a game, but they do is everybody has magic, and different skills, so it's kind of like a skill, I mean, game type of related, but it's like their world. It's almost like Black Clover when they go to get their grimoires. Everybody has their once they get their grimoire, that's their powers that they have. And so in this game, or this anime is similar. They they go and they find out what skill they have, and he gets this skill that is considered the it's called um, the great can't remember the freaking name of it. Um, the great sorcerer, something like that. Basically, he can ask this. It's just like Merlin, pretty much, and have the answer to any question as long as he answers it. He asks the question, he gets the answer to anything. The only thing, the side effect is after he gets the answer, he has these excruciating headaches. So he doesn't use it that often. But there's some situations that happen where he has to go and actually become a hero. And so he does ask to find out how to become stronger, which basically brings him to this dungeon that he has a secret passcode in order to get in, and he's the only one that knows it because of that asking the sorcerer. In there, he meets this adventurer that was locked away. She went in and she killed the monsters and stuff in there, but she got trapped by some chains, and she's been there for 200 years. Well, in order, she agreed to help him. She let him have her powers, which I guess she can transfer. So then he calls her master, and he's basically learning from her as he's doing. And two of the abilities that she gave him were like, it's basically a way to create. He can create skills and give himself skills as long as he has LP, which is life points. Which in order to get life points, he can get life points from doing everyday activities that basically makes his life enjoyable. Ranges anywhere from having great food to sex and kissing and all that good stuff. Life. Anything that brings him joy, he gets life points for. So he can stack those up.
Sound like my kind of skill.
Yeah. And also he's able to edit, so he can create and edit. So he can create and edit different things. He can imbue people, empower other people. He can make people stronger. As long as basically whenever he thinks of something to make, like he gave himself a headache immunity, in order to where he can actually ask more questions to the sorcerer of what's going on. It works, but not fully. He still gets headaches, but there's just not an excruciating. But whenever he thinks of something to do, it tells him how much life points it requires in order to do it. So there's a lot of times where the life points were way too much. He couldn't do it. Like he found out that one of the person has a curse, and he asked the mage, how can he get a lot of life points in order to defeat this curse? Because the curse like asked for like this ridiculous amount that he's nowhere near. And what he did, the solution said to line up all the women in this courtyard and run down the line and touch all her boobs. That was the response. And you'll have 10,000 LP like nothing. But he can't. He couldn't do it because so he had to search out other options. But it's hilarious. Like I'm telling you, go watch it. It is freaking hilarious. You will not stop it. So anyway, that's all I got. If y'all do y'all have anything y'all want to talk about it? Anything?
I'm good. I'm interested in that last one you talked about. Now I'm gonna have to go catch it because
yeah,
that's pretty funny.
It sounds good.
It sounds good. Hilarious. It's freaking hilarious. I'm about to get back on it once we're done here. But like I said, that's all I got for this episode. Remember, go to YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, and share. We need these shares. We need comments. We need likes. We need to make it. And we can only make it with y'all. So please go and help support the channel. Tell other people to go help and support the channel. It's the only way we're going to make it up there. We can't, line up people and touch their boobs just to get it up there. So, but anyway, that's going to end it for this show. We'll see y'all next week.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.